Hey guys, Francis Sky from First Comics News. We are here at the Hilton Bayfront, right across from the San Diego Convention Center, where Comic-Con is going on right now. I ran into somebody who I've become a fan of. It is Matthew from Awkweird.
Hey.
How are you doing today?
Doing well. Glad to be here and experiencing all the things that Comic-Con provides.
Can you tell a little bit really quick about Awkweird, what it is?
Sure. Awkweird is a kind of a nerd mashup company that I've started this year, just in April actually, and started taking off, doing a little bit international, a little bit of domestic, kind of here in the U.S. as well, mashing up bands and different video games that I happen to love, and hopefully beyond.
Yep. So. And the one that caught my eye, of course, everybody knows this who is on this site or knows me in real life. But I'm moving my pass here. It is.
Yeah.
There we go.
So cool.
I love Dead Kennedys, punk, everything, and I like, of course, d.va is my main, so it was the perfect combination.
Same.
So that just started. Are you a fan of? You are a fan of Overwatch itself?
I love Overwatch. It's funny because I have some friends that work at Blizzard, and they were talking about this game they couldn't mention the name of, and for years they were working on it, and I was pumped to see what it was. And the first time I tried it, I fell in love. And I could see why they couldn't talk about it because it was a masterpiece. I feel like, and so I still play probably way too much.
No, everyone knows what you say. Same thing.
Yeah. So I think my first love was Junkrat, and I just I love this kind of chaotic personality and also playing style. But then just recently, within the past year, I've become a d.va main basically as my tank. So yeah, she's rad.
Yeah. So was the d.va one your first design or?
Yeah. d.va was the first design. It's actually funny. I've got probably about 10 to 15 designs already done.
Nice.
So before I started Awkweird, I had been doing a lot of music and put music on the side for a while, and still wanted to have a part in it, but kind of see what other avenues it could take. And so I started designing band video game mashup shirts, and a lot of my friends were like, dude, you need to make this like a thing, you need to really like print these and like start a company. So I started Awkweird, and then the name basically came from, I feel like, my personality. A lot of my friends were like, dude, you're like a good combination of like funny, weird, and like awkward. And then I was like, weird and awkward, so like Awkweird. And it just kind of like happened naturally.
Yeah,
so.
something different too for something.
Yeah.
It is catchy, Awkweird.
It is, and my hope is that I love bringing people together, and my hope is that with Awkweird, it can kind of bring together the people that maybe feel outcast and kind of like the weirdos, and so that was kind of where it all stemmed from, the idea.
So you had something I saw. You have a So you have a Reaper Misfits, right?
Yep, Reaper Misfits. I have the d.va Dead Kennedys, and then I just put out the Roadhog Motorhead one. Yeah, that was the one I was waiting to put out. Like, I think that's so far one of my favorites. Just in the way that it all came together, it just fits so naturally. So yeah, it's fun. The other fun thing about it is too, like, even if people aren't a fan of necessarily the bands, I feel like they're still pretty accessible designs. I've sent a lot of shirts out to like Australia and like Europe and things like that, and some of the people don't even know the bands. They just really love the look of it. So it's got the edgy kind of thing that I think a lot of the existing Overwatch merch that Blizzard sells doesn't always touch on. It's a lot of the more like kind of fun color, type things. But I always wear darker, kind of more like rock band tees and stuff. So I wanted to make sure I could touch on that.
It's perfect. Same thing. Perfect combination. I wear. You look at my closet, black.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, and then especially with the Reaper one too. A lot of like my friends are like, yeah, that could be sold in Hot Topic. I'm like, eventually maybe.
if you're watching.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, those licenses.
It seemed like also a lot of gamers on Twitch have been taking to your.
Yes. A lot of Twitch streamers have been picking it up, and I wanted to make sure, like, I think if you look on our Instagram, a lot of it is women, and I wanted to make sure I'm extremely inclusive of that, because a lot of my friends are girls that game, and I think they've kind of felt like outcasts almost. They're like, oh well, it seems like it's only a guys industry, which is not true at all.
No, especially now with Overwatch.
For everyone, And so So I want to make sure that I was extra inclusive of that as well. And so yeah, a lot of women Twitch streamers, a lot of dudes that I feel like normally wouldn't wear video game T-shirts, but they kind of feel comfortable in our stuff. So I say "our," it's actually I run the whole thing myself. I'm trying to make it more
crowdfunding.
Yeah, exactly. So so yeah.
Yeah. And you also believe you have there's one for Fallout right now, the 76.
Yes. So it was kind of a test. The fun thing about what I'm doing right now is the company I print through, their minimum is 30 shirts, so I can kind of take gambles on different designs. And I always wanted a Fallout Vault T-shirt, but I was like, I want to put a darker spin on it. So it's like the "Please Stand By," but it's like bye. And it's got the skull from the Halloween Fallout Shelter game and all that stuff. So I tried to jump on that before the game came out, and so far people are liking it. We'll see. I think once the game is out, it will probably sell more. Right now, people are still
kind of
unsure how they feel about it.
Yeah, I think also people are kind of mistaken for Soldier. Right?
Yeah, which is interesting. I almost did it in a gold print, kind of like Soldier's jacket and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't want to make it too confusing.
In case the game bombs, you just go,
exactly.
Soldier.
Just free shirts for everyone.
So don't mess it up with those guys.
Yes.
You've done so well so far. Wolfenstein reboot, the Doom reboot.
Yeah, Doom reboot. Yeah, I was at E3 this year, which is super fun too, kind of promoting the brand a little bit, and happened to see all the new Fallout promo for 76. So I think it's gonna be good. So far, really none of those games in the past 10 years have disappointed me. So I don't know when Fallout 3 come out.
That was
maybe
mid-2000s?
Yeah. So that one, oh my gosh, man. I hadn't played any of the Fallout series, and I played 3, and I was like, okay, this is my new my jam.
That was me with Overwatch. So
yeah.
So I tried it out. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. I wasn't talking about it, and then I haven't really put it down.
It's one of those games where it sounds terrible, but I'll be hanging out with friends. I'm like, going home and playing Overwatch sounds good right now. Cut the hangout short. We gotta go.
Oh yeah. So, it feels good to decompress with it.
Exactly, yeah. So unless it's comp, because comp,
ooh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'll jump on comp and I'm just like, man, I gotta take a nap after this. It's so stressful.
There's some of those players. Oh my gosh.
I know. With the introduction of the new kind of rating system and I think that's great for team making as well. I'm excited to kind of see where that takes things because I think it is good to be able to sift through the people you're looking for your team and build a great camaraderie with some people because you always get those people where it's a great game for 2 matches and then they're done and you're just like, man,
I lost a game, I gotta go.
Yeah, and it's like, come on, no, that was a great team we had. So I think the new team introduction has been a great thing so far.
Yeah.
So I'll be at BlizzCon as well this year. So
nice. Promoting the brand too.
Yep.
So what do you think so far of, since we're Overwatch fans, the newest character, Hammond, or Wrecking Ball?
I think it's awesome. It's funny too, a lot of my friends send memes back and forth. We have a little Overwatch group and we send memes to each other, and so there's been so many Miley Cyrus memes sent, and just it's been hilarious.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. Is it on PTR yet?
It's on PTR, and then actually the 24th of July.
Yeah,
Blizzard are getting a free promo. They're getting Ms. Hammond coming onto public for public region, and also I believe it's the weekend after it comes out will be a free weekend.
Oh, nice!
So there you go. Blizzard are getting a plug. I know you don't need it from me, but
jump on it. Yeah. I'm excited to try them out. I play on console mostly, so a lot of the PTR stuff I don't get to try.
Yeah. Oh, no, I know.
Because I also do music, and my whole studio is Apple based, so it's like, well, until it comes to Apple, which probably maybe never, unfortunately.
But look at viruses though.
Yeah, that's true.
So we can pick some out. You besides video games, also do have a musical project.
Yes. I front a band. It's kind of a one-man band. It's called Rebel Revive. So it's REVEL, REVIVE, and I've been doing that for 6 or 7 years now. And on the records, I play all the instruments, sing it all, write it all, and then co-produce it with a friend of mine. So it's been fun. And then that kind of stemmed from I quit this very successful band that was doing Warped Tour and all that. and I just want to get back to playing music that I was extremely passionate about and be able to write myself. And so I started Rebel Revive, and so it's been basically me the whole time of that band, and then some friends of mine play live with me. So it's a blast. I love it. I will always love music, and that's kind of why I started Awkweird as well. Is like, how can I mash up music and like the video games I love? So,
which one would you say is your most successful so far? The highest selling?
The Dead Kennedys one, the d.va one. Yeah, that I think, especially launching with that, was probably my best decision. I eventually like to do one for every character. I think I've gotten probably like half the characters like in mind. I have a note in my phone that's just like every time I think of an idea, I'll just drop it in there. So
I think I dropped one to you too. One idea.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so
I don't want to say what it is, otherwise somebody will be like, "Oh, that's a good idea."
No, exactly. I know. And so I love it, and it's been really fun too, like trying to figure out how to navigate the merchandise world, because I've always been great at promoting music, but now I'm like, okay, this is new, like fashion and and all that stuff. So it's been a blast, and I'm extremely grateful for the people that have been supporting it, like yourself.
Like it. At least you at least can jump on the Battleborn one before.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm hoping to extend it to other games as well. Overwatch has been the easiest because I play it so much, but like BioShock is one of my favorite series of all time. So I'd like to do some BioShock, I'd like to do some more Fallout, all sorts of things. I'd like to go back into retro as well. Like my first love as a game was Zombies Ate My Neighbors, Sega game. Like I want to do a shirt for that just for my own sake, so I can wear it. But I know there's other diehards for that game too. So we'll see.
Have there been, I don't want to be too negative, but have there ever been have you had any backlash from people who are quote unquote, that's punk rock not to do, like, how dare you do that?
Sure. Absolutely, yeah. There's there's been a couple people that have commented on some Twitch streamers that I've supported and sent shirts to, where it's like, hey, that's, how do you get the licenses for that, or how do you, luckily I think it does fall into what they consider parody. Yeah. And so I'm kind of off the hook with that so far. But also, for example, there was one girl the other day that was like, oh, you probably don't even listen to Dead Kennedys. I'm like, oh, I'm pretty familiar with them. I've actually played a show with their drummer. So, I know of them. So it's, I'll get a lot of that. But I grew up on punk. I grew up on rock and roll, hardcore, all those, kinds of genres. So, I get it. Not everyone's going to be a fan, but at the same time, I just don't care.
I know some people they think like their band is theirs.
Yeah, it's a sacred thing. But I thrive off the excitement that people show. That when they see something that's virtual and then also something they've grown up listening to, that to me outweighs any negative comments, like by far. So I just keep pushing on.
All right. Can you talk about any of the next ones you're gonna put out or next release, or do you want to?
Sure. One of the ones I'm most excited about, this is actually the first time I'm talking about it, so you heard it here first, is a McCree Guns N' Roses shirt. So that one's been the hardest to design, because I actually took McCree's guns as the Guns N' Roses.
Oh,
and
nice.
trying to vector that out and trace around his guns and stuff was like, it took hours, but that one's great. I've been trying to think of one for May. I had May matched with the band Kim, like the kind of romantic heavy band, and I liked it, but I don't know if it's enough to print. And then I'm actually putting out some Junkrat Nirvana posters that will probably be coming out with the Roadhog shirts and be sent out with those for free. So I'm not sure if it'll become a t-shirt yet, but so those are a couple of them.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So once again, where can they find Awkweird online?
Awkweird is on Instagram. It's at Stay Awkweird, and that's AWKWEIRD. And the website is stayawkward.com. Pick up some shirts. And then Rebel Revive is on all forms of social media, and it's just under Rebel Revive or at Rebel Revive. And just put out a new song called Yellow Jacket Lullaby, and that's on Spotify, iTunes, and all that great stuff. So
very cool. So I know where to find it. We're gonna go back to the floor over here at Comic-Con. We're about halfway through the weekend. We will survive, hopefully. All right.